Okay, now I want to dive into the effects tab a little bit, which is here in your project window. You'll see the effects tab right here. I may have mentioned it before. So the effects tab has buried in it lots of different effects, audio and video effects. We're going to start with a basic dissolve. I'm sure you all know where dissolve is, but I want to just kind of go over the basics here. So here we are at an edit. Underneath video transitions, whoops, sorry about that, we have 3D motion, dissolve, immersive video, iris, all different kinds of options here. Wipes, zooms. Wipes and slides and zooms are kind of outdated right now, but they still include them with the editing software. Very big when I started editing back like in the 90s, but things have kind of gotten cleaned up a little bit. Some of that stuff is kind of silly. But basic dissolve, again, Premiere likes to hide things in folders, so you have a little drop down. And then here's your basic cross dissolve, which is still a classic transition used for various different reasons, transitioning with time, morning to night, different reasons, music videos, documentaries. So the easiest thing to do is to just drag and drop that cross dissolve over to the edit, and there it is on the edit, and you can change the, if you have to be in your selection tool, if you change the to change the length of the dissolve, you can just easily expand it, just drag and drop it and drag it to change the length of it. You can also double click it and precisely type in a number, how many frames you want it to last. Let's say I want it to last, that's 1 second, 14 frames. You could just say, be really, some editors are really precise. "20 frames on the money." If you're doing a lot of dissolves and you want to have all the dissolves be the same length, you can do that. You can also copy and paste the dissolve. So I've got my little 20 frame dissolve here. I can copy and paste it onto another edit. Now my dissolve's bigger. I can copy and paste it onto another edit right there. So you can copy and paste the same dissolve. Like, let's say I like a 15 frame dissolve, I can copy and paste it all across the board to different edits, so you get a system down or whatever. So that's just basic cross dissolve. Now when you want to get into effects, I'm going to delete these right here. Basic, we'll do also basic, we'll do two more things. Basic 3D motion. So I want to just change the size of the shot. That's all I'm doing. If you double click on the shot, it opens up here the effects controller. So it opens up all these effects. This is what's embedded in the actual shot. So here you can, by default, you have some 3D effects already in the shot. So you can see I'm changing the size of the shot, rotation, scaling, position. And if I want to get into keyframing, we'll do a scaling keyframe. See the little stopwatch up here? If you click on that, it opens up the little toolbar here for adding keyframes. So I'm going to, at the beginning of the shot, I'm going to put a keyframe. Whoops, I'm off the shot here. So here's the first frame of the shot. I'm going to add a keyframe right there. It's a little diamond. I'm going to add that keyframe. And then when I'm highlighting, when I click on that keyframe, it turns blue. And then when I adjust the size, it'll make the size of that keyframe. It'll assign that size to that keyframe, you could say. So you can see it over here being smaller. And then I'm going to go to the end of the shot. To get rid of a keyframe, you just click on it and hit delete. So I'm going to add another keyframe at the end. See, there's add keyframe, add remove keyframe. Click on that. Now I click on it, make sure it's blue, and then I'm going to change the size of that keyframe. So the size of the shot assigned to that keyframe will be 130%. See, she's a lot bigger. So now the shot's going to move from this keyframe. You can use these little arrows to go from keyframe to keyframe to check your work. So watch the shot over here on the right side of the screen. So here's a little arrow, this keyframe. I can click this arrow here and it'll take me over to this keyframe. And see how she jumped in size? So that's how it's going to change when I hit play. So let me get out of this. Move my playing head past. And here we go. Watch the shot.
You can send a message to any point in the future.
One could pop up at any time.
That's your basic sort of 3D motion.
Message to any point in the
basic
future.
keyframing.
One could pop up at any time.
Then I'll do one more little effect here. I'll add that's a preset effect in the shot by double clicking and opening up the effect control. So now I'm going to add an effect from the effects tab. Video effects. Scroll down to, where is it? Transform. This is a very popular effect. Crop. So if I want to put this cropping effect in the shot, make sure the shot you want to affect is double clicked and up in the source monitor. Double click on crop. Then if you go to the effects control up here, crop is here. It's assigned to that shot. So here's the shot I'm affecting. At least I think. Oh yeah, okay. Different time in the shot. Okay, so that is the right shot. So I double click on it. Effect controller. Make sure that crop, double click on crop, and there it adds crop. So now you have to make sure that the shot that you want to add an effect to is highlighted and in the source monitor. So here's crop. Now watch the shot over here. As I affect the crop, you've got left, top, right, and bottom. There you go. And then here's the right crop. So there's cropping tool. See, and it's only affecting that shot.
One could pop up at any time.
Like a message from your dead grandma.
Or a picture from your freshman year.
So there is basic effect tab. There's 3 effects I did there. 2 or 3 effects. Yeah, dissolve and crop. And then there's a whole myriad of effects you can start playing with down here. You have to start digging and playing and experimenting and so forth.